Hello, my name is Terica, and I decided to do my Wikipedian for a day assignment submission via video. Now, to start off, the term or the entry that I searched in Wikipedia is quarter life or was quarter life crisis. And this is because the topic pretty much goes hand in hand with my final course project. Which is an audio discussion on quarter life crisis in young adults. Now the entry, just a basic overview, was very brief, not extensive at all, and I concluded that it is not a comprehensive entry. As I said, it's very minimal, which means that the citations provided were helpful, but there were also some submissions or some content that could have used a citing reference, especially for readers who had additional questions on the subject, such as myself. So citations were about 50-50 based on where they were and where they also could have been. No grammatical errors or problems, just only personal preferences that I find myself doing or including when I read any text. So as far as factual errors, there were none that would completely compromise or make the entry invalid. However, there was one that really stood out to me where a writer or author says Erikson, who proposed 8 crises that humans face during their development. Now, I figured they were referring to the 8 stages of development, or also known as the 8 stages of psychosocial development. And I believe either one of those titles placed on Erikson's theory would have been more neutral, more balanced references to the work instead of using crises or crisis, because of the connotation of the word is much more negative, which then brings the neutrality of the entry into question. So as I said before, the entry was very brief. Now, there is an advantage to a brief entry, which is just like the grammatical errors were cut down on because of a brief entry. There's less of a chance of unnecessary or excess information running into or occurring in the entry, because there being so few contributors, maybe. So yeah, just in conclusion, overall the entry is not comprehensive. It does include additional entries or sub-entries within the overall topic range, whereas one could be coping mechanisms for the quarter life crisis. As we know, it comes and it goes, so how are people dealing with it? How are experts recommending it be dealt with? And also one big factor, it doesn't even include the age range you typically see quarter life crisis occurring in. So that's a big omission that could really help the entry if a contributor included that. So that's pretty much my analysis of the entry. Thank you so much. Bye.